Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nyssa and today I am doing a kitchen clean and cook with me video. It has been some time since I last posted. We have been getting sick very often over here. I don't know about you guys and your family, but I feel like my toddlers seem to catch a new cold every other week. So we go like 1 week where we're really sick, and then the next week we're fine, and then the week after that we're sick again. And I feel like that's been a repetitive cycle probably since November, and I'm just really getting tired of it. I'm over the winter months and I'm ready for everyone to be healthy again. But anyway, we got a new air fryer and toaster oven, and the air fryer was sitting in front of this outlet and it giving off some type of mucky steam, I guess, I don't know, that was getting on the wall and around the outlet. So I am scrubbing that off right now. I did not set up the new air fryer toaster oven in this video, but you probably will see it in some of my coming videos. It is a Ninja and we really like it. It's a lot bigger than the toaster oven that we currently have, and it is not coated in Teflon. It's a stainless steel one, which I think is just so much better for you and your health. But anyway, I wanted to talk more about myself, not to sound narcissistic at all, but I mean that in the sense, like, so you guys understand who I am and what my purpose is for doing YouTube. And it is not just to like gain clout or like, I don't know, not to have like a narcissistic mindset, which I feel like can come very easily with being on social media. But I recently decided to do YouTube because it is something that had been on my heart for years, and I had always been very anxious about doing it and just putting myself out there on the internet. I had actually deleted all my social media probably like 5 years ago now. I got rid of my Instagram, my Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. I had deleted it all, and I felt like the reason I deleted it was mainly because I knew I had an addiction, and it was just consuming so much time, and then it was also really affecting my mental health as well. I was just really constantly comparing myself to other people, feeling influenced by what other people were doing, and it got to the point where I realized that was just not me. I was making decisions based off of because I was seeing other people make those decisions as well, and deep down, like, I felt convicted over it. I knew it was not honoring to the Lord, and that was part of the reason, like, I got off of it. I just knew I needed to separate myself and not be a part of that anymore. That being said, with me talking about the Lord, yes, I am a Christian, and I do not feel like I talk about it enough on this YouTube channel as I should. I do want this channel to be focused around godly homemaking, and I believe that in my past few videos I have not fully been representing that, and that is part of the other reason why I have not been posting as much. So I had taken some time to really pray about it, and going forward I do want to talk more about the Lord and just what He's doing in my life. So I hope that doesn't offend anyone, and if that deters you from not wanting to be a part of my YouTube channel, then that is your choice and I respect your choice. But I also hope that this can be a place where you can just find encouragement, joy, and hope. And if that's not what you're getting here, then please tell me, like, put a comment down below, or if you feel the need to like unsubscribe or just not watch my videos, then I completely respect that, and that is your choice. So just to talk a little bit about what I am doing right now in this video is I am making chicken noodle soup in the crock pot. I normally just put carrots, onions, celery, garlic, and if I have like the energy or patience to do a whole chicken, I will, because it is so good for you, getting the bone broth in there. But today I'm just doing 2 frozen chicken breasts. So you saw me dump that in already, and you saw me put the celery and onion in. And then now I'm putting the carrots in, and I'm just gonna do chicken broth and some seasonings. I am keeping it simple for this evening because, again, like, I have been sick this week, so this is honestly the first day I think that I even made dinner in probably like 3 or 4 days, and I was like, okay, I finally have the energy to make some chicken noodle soup. I'm gonna do it. But I don't know about you, we cook our noodles on the side and then we add them in like after the soup is done cooking, so we add the soup in on top of our noodles. I am not sure if some people like cook their noodles in the soup, but I feel like whenever I let the soup and the noodles sit together for too long, like the noodles get really soggy. So that's why I've always cooked them separate. So this garlic press is one of my favorite things ever. I got it at TJ Maxx a couple years ago, and I am in love with it. If it ever breaks, that'll probably be one of the saddest days ever, because I get so much use out of this, and it saves so much time putting the garlic in here instead of like hand chopping a bunch of tiny garlic, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so moving on with the spices, I am adding in 1 bouillon cube. I kind of feel like guilty adding this in because I feel like they're not the healthiest for you, but it adds so much flavor. And then I'm going to do a bunch of pepper. Pepper is so good for you, especially when you're sick. And then you can see all my spices on the side. Right now I'm adding salt, but I will normally add in 2 bay leaves, garlic powder, onion powder, rosemary, and thyme. And then I'm also going to add in some essential oils. So the essential oils that I'm putting in are turmeric and oregano. And those essential oils are really good for you when you're congested and struggling with a cold. They're immune boosting. But one thing I will say about using essential oils is that you do want to make sure that they are high quality, they're made purely, and that they are food grade. There are not all essential oils are food grade. So I use doTERRA. I think I just showed you the oregano, and then I'm going to show you the turmeric. But I am just using 2 drops, literally. They are pretty strong, they go a long way, and this is just to help get some more good immunity support in the soup, to help my family. So I'm just cooking it on high for 4 hours. That typically is enough time. And I bought a cantaloupe at Aldi this week, so I'm going to cut that up here. But just moving on to what I was talking about earlier, with talking more about my faith and just like how the Lord works in my life, I do feel like I should pray more for the audience that I have on YouTube. I actually feel like very blessed to have like the audience that I receive already for being like such a new YouTuber. I don't get like hundreds of thousands of views, but most of my videos have been getting like over 1,000, close to like 2,000, and that's such a large like group of people. And it's like, if all these people are watching me, like I should be authentic with who I am and like be straight up with you guys and not just like put on a front about like seeking attention or just like creating like these YouTube videos just for my own joy. Like I do want to actually like bring motivation and bring peace to you, and that's why I feel like I should pray for you guys more. And I hope that this isn't anything that will be triggering for some of you guys, but I did want to pray in my video. So I'm going to just ask the Lord right now in prayer for peace over your home and in your hearts, because I know that is something that I struggle a lot with in motherhood, and it can be really chaotic sometimes, especially with toddlers, to just even focus on what it is that needs to get done, whether that's the laundry, whether that's the dishes, just keeping them entertained and safe. Like it is so hard. I feel like just be focused on that when there's like screaming and chaos and toys being thrown and just a mess everywhere. So I'm gonna pray for you guys now. Lord, I just lift up the audience that is watching this video right now, Lord. I pray that you just give them encouragement and hope that everything is just in a season, and I pray that you help them to find joy in the season that they're in. And Father, I just pray for the work of their hands, that it would just be a blessing unto them and unto their family and unto you, Lord. I know it can be so challenging to serve the people that are in our household sometimes, and even to serve ourselves. So I pray that you would just remind everyone that's watching that is struggling in this area that they would serve you, that their mind would be focused on serving you in the task that you have blessed them with, and that it wouldn't be about themselves, it would just be about you and that the season of life that you have placed them in. You know what's going on in every single one of our lives, Lord. You're so unique in that way of knowing each and every one of our individual circumstances. And though I may not be able to physically be there for someone on the other side of the screen, Lord, you are. And I pray that you would just remind that person, and that you would just lift them up in the way that they're struggling right now, Lord, and meet them where they're at. And I just pray for their family and for their homes. I pray that you just put your hand of protection around them and on them, Father. And for any type of healing that needs to be done in that household, Lord, I pray that you just put your healing hands on that person, on that room, on that place. You know what's going on. And I pray that the Holy Spirit is just filled there, Father. I lift these up to you in your name. Amen. So moving back onto just part of my life, I was a student. I went to college and I got a degree in accounting. And while I was in school is actually when I got pregnant with my first son. I was a sophomore and going into my junior year, so it was over the summer, and I struggled with that a lot because I never thought that I would get pregnant in college. I was so focused on just being a good college student and then starting my career, and just kind of being like a hardworking woman and not really understanding like the beauty of being a mother or a homemaker in that sense. So I ended up having my first child, Cooper, and then I ended up getting pregnant with my son Maverick 7 months later. And again, that was very shocking. I was not expecting to get pregnant again. And I had him just after I graduated, after my senior year. And I went to work for about 8 months. And while I was working at an accounting firm, I got pregnant with my third child. And that was kind of when it like hit me and my husband. Like, we just keep having babies and we're trying to like live out this dream or this goal of mine to be a diligent student and a diligent employee, and it just was too much. And what kind of led us to decide to have me quit my job and come and be a stay-at-home mom was the fact that I chose to be a college student and I chose to be an employee, but being a wife and being a mother were things that the Lord chose for me, and I needed to embrace that. And so I did, and once I quit my job, I'm going to be honest with you guys, it was the best decision I had ever made. I felt so free and just so fulfilled. I felt like I had so much purpose serving my children and my family. And I know that's not everyone doesn't feel that way, but I know for me that was a really hard decision at that time, and I was so focused on myself and my own goals that I kind of had lost sight of what the Lord had for me, and that was to be a mother and to be a wife. And work will always be there. Everyone knows what the economy is like right now. We need more people in the workforce, so that will always be there. But my kids will only be this young for a short amount of time, and they'll only need their mother for a short amount of time. So I can always go back to work in 5 or 6 years if the opportunity is there. But for right now, I'm really thankful to just be home with my children. Anyway, getting back into the video, you saw my silverware drawer was filled with a ton of crumbs, and that's because I think right at that spot of the counter is where I do most of my cutting, and that's the most used spot of the counter, so crumbs fall into those drawers a lot. We also have really cheap drawers. A lot of wood and splinters fall off of the drawers and go onto the silverware and everything that I keep underneath the sink. It really is not the healthiest thing. So I have a dream that one day we will get a new kitchen and be able to remodel. It's just we're not there right now with our kids being so young. Neither one of us, my husband or I, feel like it's a wise decision to completely dismantle our kitchen while we have little people constantly running around that need attention. It probably could be a possibility when one of them maybe goes to school, or I don't know if we were able to stay at our in-laws for a season, but it just is a lot, and we're just not there at the moment. So I'm trying to be thankful for what I have right now in our kitchen and keep up with it so that it is clean for all of us, but it definitely is frustrating sometimes. So as you can see, like these drawers also don't line up properly and they just don't really close that well, which is why things fall into them so easily. I don't know like if something broke underneath or if they were just like made improperly, but I mean it is what it is at this point, I guess. Like it's kind of a shame. Now moving on, I am making homemade granola. Normally we buy our granola from Aldi, but I've been like doing a lot of reading about seed oils, and even things that are organic still have seed oils in them, and seed oils are really bad for your body. They can cause inflammation and heart disease and even cancer. So I have felt like it's time to try and cut out seed oils, and the granola that we were buying had seed oils in it, so I decided to make our own. And it seems really simple. This is my first time doing it, but it is 3 cups of oats, some chia seeds, coconut oil, any type of like dried fruit or dried nuts that you like. I think it's a whole cup of honey. So I just used the rest of this bottle. You saw me put in some cinnamon and some vanilla extract, and that's pretty much it. And then you put it in the oven at 350 for 25 minutes or until you feel like it's like brown or crispy enough for you. And I will say, I think this came out really good. It's super crunchy, and that's how I like my granola. It's not the sweetest, but I kind of like it like that, and I can always add more honey to it like while it's on my yogurt. So I feel like it's honestly perfect for us right now. And for storing, it can last up to 3 months in the freezer, and I thought it was gonna get like icy or like freezer burnt in there. And it's been in the freezer, I would say now for about 2 weeks, and it is still like perfect. Like there hasn't been any issues with it. So I highly recommend making your own granola. It actually was so simple, and it made my house smell amazing. I also bought this new glass spray bottle from Target. I'm trying to like lean towards buying or just like using more natural like cleaning agents in my home. So I saw like these Grove Co. like refillable capsules, or yeah, like these capsules. They're supposed to be pretty good. They don't have like any dyes or like parabens, like none of the bad stuff, I guess. I mean, they're not perfect. I feel like the only thing that's like actually like the purest, or like that's gonna be safe for your family is just like sticking with the classic like vinegar and essential oils and baking soda. But sometimes you just need something that has a little bit more to it. I will say this does clean very well, so far I do recommend it. And if you have like any like all natural cleaning product solutions, definitely feel free to leave a comment down below, because I'm very interested in trying to save money and also save my family's health and their exposure to the things that are in like cleaning products. So yeah, as you can see, my microwave is very crusty. I ended up having to get in here with some dish soap and my Scrub Daddy because the rag and the spray was just not cutting it. It really needed something a little extra heavy duty.
On the run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat, like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road to end. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me
Alright, so now I'm getting out the granola. Here is my crusty oven. Definitely ignore that. I need to clean this oven so bad. But this came out really good, honestly. I do highly recommend this. Now I'm just scraping it off the tray. It does stick a little, but that's like the whole point of it, right? To like, you know, kind of burn a little, be crunchy, stick together. Like it's granola. Come on.
Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving.
Now I am just cleaning off my kitchen table and restocking our diaper basket. We keep like a diaper basket downstairs, and we have a changing station in the boys' room and a changing station in our room. But we recently did potty training with Cooper and it went so well. We had tried potty training a couple of times with him already and they just weren't really working out, and I wasn't ever one to like try and force it onto him. So after he rejected it twice, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna force it. But this third time he took on to it so well, and it was so easy because like we had already kind of tried to teach it to him before. He had remembered a lot of what to do, and he has had like barely any accidents, and he's going really well when we go out as well. Like he will use the potties in public places, which is just amazing. So now I'm gonna boil some water for the noodles, for the chicken noodle soup, and then I'm going to shred the chicken breasts that cooked in the soup, and then cut up some bread and serve it to my family for dinner.
Isn't hard to tell what you were thinking, babe. Your thoughts are only getting louder. While you are up in space, I sit here by myself. Are you gonna spill the truth or waste your life away? Sitting on your fingertips so I know what you'll say. Baby, don't bother, you know it hurts anyway. Don't bother, as long as you don't say that it's over now, that it's over. We used to talk about getting older. We said we hold on, but now it's over. It can't be over. Over.
So this soup ended up being so delicious. I wish you could just smell it through the screen. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot if you made it this far. And I just wanted to say God bless.